Hi, I'm Arshia, technical support engineer at Zenphi support team. In this video, we are asking a big question. Can Workspace Studio build an AI agent that will check overlapping conditions and act on the result? Here is the scenario. A leave request is submitted via a Google form, capturing the email, start date, and end date. The agent needs to access a replacement sheet, find people whose availability fully covers the requested date, select the first available replacement, and finally, assign a task to the replacement to act on the employee's behalf. For example, replacing a store staff member or restaurant personnel. This seems standard, right? The agent needs to read a form, read a sheet, check overlapping conditions, and create a task. But as we will see, this is where Studio struggles.
So let's look at Studio. Studio can read the form and access the sheets, but it cannot compare conditions effectively. The check if action doesn't allow you to check intersections. You cannot mathematically ask it to check if the available from and available to columns in your sheet overlap with the leave request dates. It just doesn't have the logic. You might think, why not ask Gemini? Ask Gemini probably can identify the person in text, but not always. That output is just plain text. You cannot use it in the next step. You can extract the email address reliably to assign a task. And there is one final deal breaker. Studio only allows you to create tasks for yourself. You cannot automate assigning a task to a different user, which makes this whole delegation workflow impossible in Studio. Now let's go to Zenphi, where we can automate this seamlessly. First, I want to show you two powerful features, Zenphi tables and Zenphi forms. Instead of basic Google Sheet, we store our staff availability in a Zenphi table. This is a database that is deeply integrated with all Zenphi features, allowing us to store real dates and data types, not just text. And instead of a Google form, we use a Zenphi form. It looks similar, but has much more power. The staff selects their department and their start and end dates directly here. Now, look at the flow. When the form is submitted, we use the least records action. This is where the magic happens. We don't need a separate query step. Right inside these actions options, we filter by department and we check the availability dates. We can mathematically confirm if the staff member's availability fully covers the requested leave, all in one step. Then we have a simple if condition. If we find the match, it goes to the request data action. Unlike Studio, Zenphi allows us to assign this task to anyone in the organization. We can ask, can you fill in? And we can even set automatic reminders and an expiry time. We can send this to multiple people and set it so the first person to respond gets the shift automatically. If we don't find a match, we simply inform the manager that no one is available. As you can see, Zenphi handled the complex data logic, the database filtering, and the task management seamlessly.